me and to thank you very much for your interest in our presidential elections. This year, the U.S. vote was predicted to be very close, and it does appear that the popular vote is going to be very close indeed. But fortunately, we had the opportunity to congratulate our new president, President Barack Obama, and to congratulate Governor Mitt Romney for a very professional campaign and an enormously gracious concession speech. Americans have been watching eagerly as the results were announced on television and as media commentators analyze the outcome. In some years, the winner has been clear before the votes from California and other western states, including Hawaii, were even available. However, no final results can be formally announced until all votes are counted. Americans lined up to vote on the Tuesday after the first Monday in November in towns and cities across the United States. Thousands of volunteers rose before dawn to lend a hand during the elections. They went to school cafeterias, gymnasiums, and community centers that serve as polling places to assist in checking voter rolls, setting up voting machines, and ensuring that elections were conducted in accordance with our laws. Voters filled out ballots with their choice of president, their congressional representatives, and state and local offices. As was true in Egypt during your election, in the U.S., there was an active debate about the future of our country. Like Egyptian voters, American voters were concerned about employment, particularly the inability of young people to find good jobs. Americans are concerned about the cost of education, about the cost of health care, and our rising debt as we confront an aging population. Our presidential candidates made their views known on foreign policy, particularly on the Middle East and its implications for America's future. President Obama and Governor Romney offered proposals on how to improve our economy, decrease our national debt, and provide for our citizens. This election reflected the seriousness of our political debate and the issues the United States must deal with to secure a future for our children and grandchildren. Still, for someone like me, who grew up in the segregated South, the fact that a black man can now be elected president of the United States is still a source of pride and inspiration. And after 4 years that his election is no longer considered unusual is a remarkable statement about the ability of American society to adapt. This election also signifies how far we've come on religious tolerance, since a Mormon running for president would have been unheard of just a few years ago. Immigration to the U.S. constantly changes our society and our ethnic makeup. This year, for instance, Hispanic and Asian voters played an important role in key states, and this contributes to our very tolerant and flexible society. These new groups, whatever their backgrounds or religious beliefs, quickly learn that the way to make their voices heard is to join the political process. And as in every other country, winning is all about getting out the vote through grassroots organizations. Regardless of the result of these elections, Americans will accept the outcome, and the vast majority will get behind our president and our congressional representatives. Our Congress will soon come to session to confront critical budgetary issues. Americans look to our elected officials to represent the will of the people and to be accountable to the people. Elections ensure perhaps the most important element of democracy, the peaceful and orderly transfer of political power. Our government, regardless of who is president, will want to nurture a strong relationship with Egypt. Republicans and Democrats both support our partnership with Egypt. Both candidates expressed their commitment to a relationship with Egypt based on mutual respect and common interests. Any U.S. administration wants to see a democratic Egypt that plays its rightful role in the world. protects universal human rights, advocates regional peace, generates jobs, and provides services to its citizens. Our relationship with Egypt will not change, regardless of changes in our government. Transitions are difficult in any political system, including our own. Long-standing democracies handle the process smoothly and peacefully, although some transitions are much clear to everyone that today's losers might be tomorrow's winners and vice versa. Winners and their supporters must respond to the voters who elected their rivals. Losers will ask themselves how they lost touch with the electorate and how they can be more responsive to voters as they prepare for their next election. Our election process is always a sense of renewal about our country. As TV commentators traveled around the U.S., I am always surprised at the sheer number of religions, races, and backgrounds in the U.S. who come together to choose our national, state, and local leaders. I am always heartened by the vigor and intensity of our public debate. It has been a privilege to watch this democratic process underway in Egypt, too. On this important day for the United States, we take this opportunity to wish our Egyptian friends all the best in their own democratic transition. Thank you very much.
سيبوا شوية.